Okay, everybody, here's the next part of the birthday special in which we're going to play Jeopardy featuring Alex Trebek for the DOS. Let's see how I do here, huh? So I've got one more Jeopardy DOS segment to do after this one.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to Jeopardy! Here we go, round one. One daily double will appear on the board in these categories.
We're going to be dealing with British history, kings and queens, game shows, oh goody, superheroes, human vision, and finally, colonial America. Okay. Let's start things off with British history for 100. The callers the tailors sold gave their name to this London circus. What is Piccadilly?
That's it.
British history for 200. They came, they saw, and they conquered in 1066. Who are the Crusaders?
No.
Boop. Well, let's see if Leanne knows this. The Normans?
Yes.
They're the ones. Game shows 100. Some departing Jeopardy contestants have received this San Francisco treat. What is rice-a-roni?
That's it.
Game shows 200. Game in which toss-up questions were thrown to campus combatants by Alan Ludden. What is a college bowl?
Right.
Game shows 300. Just Men had 7 keys in one of these, while Split Second had 1 key in 5 of these. What are cars?
Right.
Game shows 400. It's the #1 show in the history of syndication. What is Wheel of Fortune?
That's it.
Game shows 500. If Beulah the buzzer beat the contestant to the truth, he then had to pay this. What it was the consequences?
You are correct.
Alright. British history for 300. The year we began this war against Great Britain, Napoleon burned Moscow. What was the American Revolution?
No.
Dang it. Well, let's see if Leanne knows this. What was the War of 1812?
That's it.
Oh, yeah. Kings and Queens 100. Hers was the longest reign in English history. Who was Queen Victoria?
Yes.
Kings and Queens for 200. Or British History 400. Notorious name of the small airless dungeon in the British East India Company's old Fort William. Leanne buzzes in. What was the Black Hole of Calcutta?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Kings and Queens 200. To learn about building a navy, this great czar worked as a ship carpenter in Holland. Who is Peter the Great?
Yes.
Let's go back to Kings and Queens for 300. Louis XVIII became King of France after this ruler's exile in 1814. Who is Napoleon?
That's it.
Kings and Queens for 400. James II fled England in the Glorious Revolution of 1688 and they became joint sovereigns. Who are William and Mary?
You are correct.
Kings and Queens for 500. Illiterate himself, this great Frankish ruler founded a palace school and attended it with his children. Who is Charlemagne?
You are correct.
Alright. Let's go back to the other category for 500. British history. Egbert's grandson, he was the only British king to be acclaimed great. Leanne again. She doesn't know.
No.
I got your Koopa. No.
The correct response is
Alfred. Yeah, okay. My turn to make a selection again. Let's take Colonial America 100. Though southernmost of the 13 colonies, this practice was only originally forbidden in Georgia. What's slavery?
right.
Colonial America 200. New Hampshire and these other two of the original 13 colonies were founded by colonists from Massachusetts. What are Maine and Vermont?
No.
Dang it. Nope.
No, sorry, that is wrong. The correct response is
Rhode Island and Connecticut. Alright, so I'll go with Colonial America for 300. After losing New York in 1664, this country briefly recaptured it in 1673. What is Holland?
right.
Colonial America 400. New Haven's Eaton Code, which banned mince pies, dancing, and wife beating, were laws bound in this collar. Leanne. Blue?
You are correct.
Yes. Colonial America 500. For 30 years, William Bradford governed this colony. No!
No?
I don't know.
The correct response is
Plymouth Colony. Plymouth Colony. Let's go with human vision for 100. People with this deficiency get mad and can't see red. What is color blindness?
that's it.
Human vision for 200. Snooty specks on a stick. What is a... What is a funny face?
No, sorry, that is wrong.
I don't know. Lloyd buzzes in for the very first time. How about that? A lorgnette?
Yes.
Okay. Human vision 300.
The answer there is the Daily Double.
And he will wager $320. Here's the clue in human vision. Called hyperopia, it's the opposite of myopia. Nope.
No.
Farsightedness.
The correct response is
Yeah, I knew that, but it's alright. These were first made in 1887 by German physiologist A.E. Fick. Contact lenses.
yes.
You have to keep an eye on this MD. What's an ophthalmologist?
You are correct.
Alright. That just leaves the last category, 100. He's been played by Reeves and Reeve. Who's Superman?
Right.
200. There's no need to fear knowing that Wally Cox gave this hero his voice. Who is Underdog?
Right.
300. Rodent who would cry, "Here I am to save the day." Who is Mighty Mouse?
Yes.
400. His arch enemy, Dr. Savannah, nicknamed him the Big Cheese. Who is Captain Marvel?
Yes.
Originally, Reed Richards, his wife Sue, the Human Torch, and the Thing. Who are the Fantastic Four?
Yes.
So At the end of the Jeopardy round, I'm in the lead with $4,700. Lloyd has $280 and Leanne has $100. So here we go.
The double Jeopardy round. So here we go. 2 daily doubles to help you in one of these categories.
Admirals, 1982, American history, colleges, science, and finally, literature. We will keep the categories as they are. Admirals, 200. He was proclaimed Admiral of the Ocean Sea by Ferdinand and Isabella. Who's Christopher Columbus?
Right.
Admirals for 400. Father of the American Navy, turned down for admiral, he became one in the Russian Navy. Who is John Paul Jones?
Yes.
Admirals for 600. Appropriately named Admiral, who was the first to fly over both poles. Who is Admiral Byrd?
Right.
Admiral's 800. He defeated a Spanish fleet of 10 ships at Manila without a single American life lost. Tiger. Leanne. Alfred? No.
No.
Why would you put Alfred? Boop. Hey, Tiger.
The correct response is
George Dewey. George Dewey. Let's go ahead and finish up Admirals. This father of the nuclear sub managed to serve 18 years beyond compulsory retirement age. Leanne. Cole Porter? No.
no. Sorry, that is wrong. The correct response is
Hyman Rickover. Oh, yeah. American history for 200. The Louisiana Purchase stemmed from U.S. efforts to buy this port city. What is New Orleans?
you are correct.
American history 400. Elected governor of New York at only 37, he later became the Secretary of State who bought Alaska. Who is William Seward?
That's it.
American history for 600. He was the judge of the original Watergate case. John Sirica?
You are correct.
Never heard of him. $1982 for 200. Moon Unit, Zappa's big hit, for sure. Valley Girl?
Yes.
Oh, okay. $1982 400. Tons of butter and this other dairy product were given away to the needy because of federal surpluses. What is milk?
No. Sorry, that is wrong.
Oh, are you serious? Ooh.
The correct response is
Oh, jeez. Oh, who'd have thought? Alright, well, go again, Leanne. 1982 for 600. She caused fashion controversy with black satin knickers worn at a summit meeting. Nancy Reagan?
that's it.
Yeah. (1982) 800. She played a woman called Golda, then won the Emmy posthumously. Oh. I think I know, but I'm gonna hold back. It is... No.
No. The correct response is
Ingrid Bergman. Ah. Who'd have thought? 1982 1000. This colorful Texas-based airline was the first to file for bankruptcy. Leanne. Hill Street Blues?
no.
That's a TV show.
The correct response is
Braniff. Braniff. American History 800. This Pennsylvania city was the center of U.S. steelmaking at the time of its famous 1889 flood. What is Philadelphia?
no.
Bet it's Pittsburgh. Nope.
No, sorry, that is wrong. The correct response is
Johnstown. Oh, okay. It's alright. American History 1000. Shouting Remember the Alamo, Sam Houston's men defeated Santa Anna at this battle. Leanne. No?
no, sorry, that is wrong.
Keep this up, Leanne. You're not even going to be around for Final Jeopardy. I don't think you're even going to have a chance.
The correct response is
Battle of San Jacinto. Yeah. It's alright. Next clue. College is 200. Willamette University, oldest in the West, is in this state. Willamette University. I'm going to say what is Oregon.
yes.
Colleges for 400. Finally, I got one right. Freshmen traditionally had to wear this headgear as a symbol of subordination to upperclassmen. What is a beanie? Hat.
That's it.
Colleges for 600. Alright.
The answer there is the Daily Double.
1600. So put me at 7500 if I'm right on this clue in colleges. Indiana town called home of the University of Notre Dame du Lac. What is... I'm gonna take a guess at this one. What is Terre Haute?
No.
Mm-mm.
The correct response is
South Bend, Indiana. South Bend. But I'm still in the lead. Keep going. College is 800. Known by its initials, this Cambridge, Massachusetts school charges even higher tuition than its neighbor Harvard. What is MIT?
No, sorry, that is wrong.
Y instead of a T, dadgummit. I'm slipping. And you gotta at least try to get one question right. MIT, yeah.
You are correct.
I put a Y instead of a T. I didn't mean to. Keep going. College is 1,000. In 1971, he founded Virginia's Lynchburg Baptist College, now Liberty University. Leanne. Jerry Falwell?
That's it.
Yeah. Well, Leanne's getting back on track, but will she get back on track in time? I don't know. Science 200. Newly discovered by an Australian astronomer, Comet Bradfield is the brightest comet since this one. What is Halley's Comet?
You are correct.
Science 400. University of Iowa physicists who discovered 2 radiation belts encircling the Earth. Who is Van Allen?
Right.
Science 600. Organic chemistry has been defined as the chemistry of this element and its compounds. What is carbon?
You are correct.
Science 800. U.S. News says this father of the H-bomb may come to be known as father of Star Wars, too. Lloyd. Pancho Villa?
No?
What? Edward Teller. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Well, Leanne might have a chance. But both computer players are still in the hole. Science for 1,000. The other Daily Double.
The answer there is the Daily Double.
1,000, Leanne. Okay, 580 it is. Nathaniel Hayward sold Charles Goodyear his process for treating rubber with this element, sulfur.
You are correct.
That's right. Literature for 200. In his will, he left all his possessions to his friend and benefactor, Edward Hyde, who is Dr. Jekyll.
You are correct.
400. This dashing Margaret Mitchell character has been called the most famous Charlestonian, who is Rhett Butler.
That's it.
600. Poe wrote the 1,002nd tale of this Arabian Nights character, who is Scheherazade.
You are correct.
800. Though Jay Gatsby loved her, she was chained to Tom Buchanan, who is Daisy Buchanan. And that proves that,
That's it.
looks like Leanne is not going to have a chance to play Final Jeopardy, and Lloyd has to get this one right if he wants to play in Final Jeopardy. For Her last words to Alice were "off with her head." Who is the Queen of Hearts? So it looks like neither player will be around for Final Jeopardy, just me.
That's it.
So I have 7,700, and Lloyd and Leanne, you're both going home because you have no winnings.
Here is today's Final Jeopardy category.
The movies, okay?
Final Jeopardy answer is...
Dennis says this fairy tale has been the subject of Cinderella.
What did you put down as your response? Yes.
Putting me at $10,000.
And your wager was...
All right, we'll wrap it up for this game, and we'll see you all for that next one.